Cooper Teare here, winner of the Boston 5K. Just walk us through the race. How do you feel it went for you?
Yeah, it was awesome. Definitely some ups and downs in that race. The first mile was awesome, felt great, and then kind of hit the little dips, and yeah, the second mile was definitely a little bit had to mentally engage a little more, and but yeah, I was just get to a K to go, and been doing a couple little faster pickups, so I figured just if I can be in contact coming into the last straight, I think I put myself in a pretty good spot, and saw Lalo kind of broke the field open, so had to do a little work to get there. But yeah, coming around that last turn, probably looked around a little too much. Should have just ran through the line, but made it happen. Got to the line first, so yeah, I'm really happy with that.
Did Lalo ever have a gap? We only saw the very end of the race.
Oh yeah, so probably about the last 600 or 800 coming in, he had probably 10 meters on us. And there was a group of maybe 5 of us, and I just made the decision to try to go get him. So slowly I just kind of ramped it up, went through the gears, and caught him by the turn, and yeah, I just tried to power off the turn and just not look back and go home. Look back a little bit, but yeah, really happy to get to the finish line first.
Why did you decide to run this race?
It's a good question. Kind of just a fun thing to kick off the season. We've been at altitude, so everything we've been doing is I couldn't really quantify where my fitness is at. We've been doing a lot of just base, hills and long tempos and stuff like that. So I didn't really know what to expect coming into this. So this was a great opportunity to just have some fun, be in a really big crowd, and race some really good guys. I mean, the field was pretty stacked. I hadn't really looked at it until last night, and I was like, oh wow, there's some really good people in this. So yeah, it's just a chance to kind of do something longer and get a feel for, just running fast again. And I mean, it was kind of a glorified tempo and some speed work on the end. So really just using it as a stepping stone towards, a big outdoor season.
Where at altitude have you guys been based?
We've been in Provo, which a lot of people had a hard time wrapping their heads around. They're like, oh, how's Park City? And we went up to Park City one day, but yeah, we've been just training at Provo. I think 5,000 feet is kind of the sweet spot for the stuff we've been doing. I haven't really adjusted any paces or anything for altitude, so just been grinding away up there. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to, I mean, this was a great way to kind of see how that's been going, and yeah, I'm really happy with how that stint went, and yeah, it's just gonna kind of propel us into the next couple months.
Are you going back to Virginia after this?
Yeah, I'll be back in Virginia. I'll be pacing Cole next weekend in a 5K, and then start doing some racing myself. It's at Wake Forest, so kind of just setting something up, some kind of low key, but should be fun. It'll get back to kind of running on the track and doing some of that pacing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Has that setup been working out pretty well so far? I know it hasn't been super long since you've been doing it.
Yeah, no, it definitely, I mean, it took a little bit to get back into the swing of doing bench training and everything like that. And I mean, I drove cross country, kind of picked up and moved from where I'd been since I was 18. So that's been a big transition, but honestly, it's been awesome. The environment's great. The training's going really well, and I think it's starting to come around and show. So I'm really happy with kind of that decision, and yeah, looking forward to seeing where it takes me.
What's the biggest transition training-wise between Jerry and Ben Thomas?
They're polar opposites when it comes down to training, honestly. You can't really, it's hard to put Ben's training into words. Jerry's very aerobic based, and honestly, I think that was really good for me to have a year of doing kind of just really building the engine and taking time to give a couple months to the base work. And Ben's is such a different approach, but really it works for me. There's always a little bit of speed, always a lot of strength, and yeah, so getting used to that, not doing as much of just the straightforward long tempos and stuff, so broken up. So yeah, like I said, it's kind of hard to explain how the training goes, but it just works for me, and I've done it for years, and it's proven to give me a lot of success, and I think already I'm feeling the same way. So yeah, really happy with it.
How does it feel to be in Boston on this marathon weekend?
Oh, it's amazing. I've only ever been to Boston once or twice, so this environment's insane. I was the marathon's Monday, there's probably not going to be very many people here, but coming down that home street was insane. I mean, people cheering for 800 meters out. So that really, being in that environment, I feel like I excel there a lot. So it was really fun to just like bring it home and have the crowd behind me.
You gonna be able to stick around till Monday?
Yeah, I'm staying till Monday. So yeah, just gonna kind of get the experience of marathon weekend. Hopefully, maybe a couple years down the line, I'll be here racing Monday instead of Saturday. But for now, I'm really happy with doing this today and getting to enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Whose idea was it to go to altitude? Because I know the last couple of years, I don't think Cole had gone at all on Tibet.
Yeah, Cole and I had talked about it for a little bit, and like I really enjoyed it last year. It kind of breaks up the monotony of long season and just like being in the same place. So, and I think Cole's kind of old enough now, and that he wants to try some new things. And I just had like some experience last year of just like doing it and kind of how to approach it. And I think that was kind of the thing we were missing. So yeah, it definitely took a little bit of a learning curve, especially being in a new place like Provo. So, but I think we all really liked it and really got to lock into that, just like run, eat, sleep, recover. So I think where it's really going to show on the track.
Will you go back for the trials?
Still kind of up in the air. Doing a lot of racing coming up, so it'd be hard to get back there for like a proper 4 or 5 weeks. So probably not, but just play it by ear.
You know what your schedule's like, or
Still kind of up in the air. There's a lot of things that kind of on the fence. I'm definitely going to race at Virginia in 2 weeks. Going to do a 1500, and then the LA Grand Prix. I'll do a 5K there, and then the rest of the month and a half approach to trials is kind of up in the air. So it's still trying to figure it out.
are you sort of equally approaching the 15 and the 5K?
Yeah, I want to give myself a chance to make both teams. So yeah, definitely going to just try to knock those standards out, feel good racing, and kind of get back into the swing of things.
Two more questions.
No more questions.
All right.
Perfect.
Easy enough. Thank you.